Hey, welcome to Lifestyles with Eric. This is Eric. So, happy quarantine Sunday. Hope everybody's staying positive out there. Hello, everybody. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Francis. What's going on, Abandoned Boy? What's happening? L- Like, share, and subscribe to Abandoned Boys. All righty. So, it's going to talk about another violent quarantine COVID 19 weekend in Indianapolis, Indiana. Hey, Phases, what's going on? How you doing? So yeah, there was a pretty violent weekend over the weekend. So there was a 18-year-old young man that was shot and killed at a gas station. Looks like he, I guess, drove himself to a filling station in Indianapolis and was found shot. I believe shot in the head. And yesterday, about 1 a.m. There was a 16-year-old young lady that was shot in the face and killed, which I am would definitely like to send condolences out to her family. Excuse me, her family, and just sending all prayers and blessings out to them. But my the thing I want to talk about tonight is not only the violence, but while we're definitely supposed to be, hey Sarah, what's going on? While we're supposed to be under quarantine still, um, I guess they opened up a little bit of a, excuse me, they opened up a little bit of Atlanta. I was seeing on the news, and I think they were having some shooting around there. But this is Indianapolis we're talking about tonight, and I guess Saturday, it was like really, really crowded out. All the young people were hanging out, and just driving. Like I used to do in my 20s and late teens. There's a long strip that travels from west to east called West 38th Street. Hey Mia, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Happy quarantine Sunday. Positive Sunday. Hey there, Boop. What's that? Boopy Doobie. Hey, what's going down? How you doing? So yeah, and we used to hang out on 38th Street when we were younger, but that was when there was a lot of things to do with my age group. I'm 47. We could, hang out all night, and we weren't doing any violent things like that. Um, but now it doesn't seem like the kids can really hang out or just do anything. And I guess since it was like in the 80s in Indianapolis, um, everybody just kind of want to get out and, ride around and just get some air because everybody's been cooped up in the house. And again, I'm saying, everybody, I mean, just be patient. I think this was, you can look at this as some positive things to staying at home again with your family and just, getting some quiet time to yourself, learning some new things about your family and your own self. Uh, hey, Melanie. Um, and hey, Hattie, what's going on? But yeah, it's we've really got to stop the violence. It's happening everywhere. I just wish the younger people had something to do. Again, like when I was younger, what's going on, George? How you doing, brother? We did not. We had things to do. We could hang out. The police didn't bother us or anything like that. And now it just seems like when kids do or younger people do get a chance to hang out, they don't um, they don't know how to act. And I just wonder, is it because of the music they're listening to? Is it just the age group? I mean, is it because they're millennials? Is it just compassion is different from others, or they don't? I just wonder. I want to know why it is that uh, the younger people are just doing all the crazy stuff now. I mean, it's just kind of ridiculous. But not only that is that, I heard somewhat of a story that I'm just going to say allegedly. Um, so allegedly, and it's still, even if this is true, I'm still sending condolences out to the mother that lost that child, that young lady. So what I'm hearing is that the mom was kind of hanging out, and the kids were with the mom, and they were all in the car together in the area where everybody was kind of hanging out at, and I hope that that's not the case because you don't need to be hanging out late at night with your teenagers. That is totally irresponsible, just my opinion. Would you say phases? I think a lot of different influences, a number of things. I think a lot of different influences, a number of things. Absolutely. I totally agree. Absolutely. We just have to stay on our teenagers, find out what they're doing, just, be involved with them, be engaged with them, all that stuff. But here in Indianapolis, it's just a streak of violence, and the age group is for violence is from 13, I'd like to say, to 25. That's who's doing pretty much all the crime here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Unfortunately, a lot of the older people just aren't doing all the stuff that used to go on back that you would hear about years ago. It's just not going on anymore. It's all the young people now. Would you say, George? And all these kids think that they know everything and they are not willing to listen to older adults. Not all of them, but the ones that think they're the baddest thing walking. You're right. Pants sagging, gun hanging out the back of their back pocket. I don't know what we're going to do with the youth. I tell you, every time I talk to a younger guy, fortunately, I get respect. They call me Unc or OG or something like that. And hey, if they want to call me a OG or uncle, that's totally okay. I'm almost 50 years old, so I'll take that. That's not an insult at all. I got gray hair, and I'm looking to get older. I'd rather get older than not get old at all. Absolutely. Would you say, Mia, the problem is the parents are being being their kids' friends and not being their mother or father? That's another thing. You cannot be your kids' friends. I mean, I have children, so I can speak on that. My youngest son is I'm really close to him, but still, he's my son. He's not my friend, and that's just the way it is. That is absolutely the way it is. You have to raise your children and not be their buddy or pal. That's not going to get you the respect that you have earned from the time that they're born to the time that they're old enough to understand what respect is. You won't get it if you are treating your children as their your friends or something like that. They'll just act like they're one of your buddies or brother or sister or something like that. So you really have to watch that. um, I'm having a little glass of wine, guys. It's Sunday evening and I'm just relaxing, so you have to excuse me. It's legal. All right. Toast. All right. But yeah, um, we really got to do better with getting these kids on the right direction and just mentoring and whatever we can do to step in their lives because we're losing a lot of them very fast, and it is just at an alarming rate. Um, I mean, the last year or two here in Indianapolis, it's been on the east side of Indianapolis. I hate to say that, but the east side of Indianapolis has gotten very bad rap because they've got so many murders and homicides and things like that on that side of town. I just don't understand what's going on. I mean, it just didn't used to be like that. Although I'm from the streets and I understand street stuff, a lot of the street stuff is going on. It's just not so much the drug dealing now; it's more murder than anything. It seems like now every potential drug deal is a possible murder. Um, Although in the 90s, when I was in the streets and stuff like that, every drug deal wasn't a potential murder. It's just things are different now. The demographics are different. The kids are different. Everything that they're going through is different. The music that they listen to tells them to rob and kill people. So some people that are influential and easily influenced will go about and listen to some music like that, and that would possibly make them do something like that. Just like the president telling people to drink and disinfect it. That could possibly have a negative effect on somebody that's got some mental issues or kind of weak. So yeah, yeah, nothing is going on in change. Would you say, Hattie, nothing is going to change until we as parents take control of our children? Yes, we have to take control. We have to, I think we need to bring corporal punishment back. I believe that they need to, it needs to go back to spanking the kids at, I'm sorry, paddling the children at school. I believe that we should give, a written consent that that would be okay, and get back to discipline and sparing the rod and spoiling the child. That's always worked for me. It's always worked. So yeah, would you say, Kimberly? There needs to be more mentors, people, or organizations, meetings working. Yep. Yep. Working with you and youth and teaching them positive things and how to be young ladies. Absolutely. Well, we as older adults have to get out and do these mentorships and take a couple of these kids up under our wing and just kind of show them what not to do and what to do. I mean, that's just like me talking about the having children out of wedlock. If I can help any younger, man, black or woman, I mean, black or white, I would tell them, don't start. Hey, abandoned boys, I would tell them not to, to just have children out of wedlock or anything like that. You know, stay with your kids, be with the mother. Kids need two parents, things like that. You just have to get them on the right direction. You really do. They really need us right now. Kids are going through so much. There's so many things pulling at them. So um, we as positive adults and older adults really have to take any child under their wing that is willing or that needs that, and give them something positive to look forward to. Um, Tell them the story that you might have as far as like me. I have a heck of a story, and one day I'll tell it. One day I'll talk to you guys, and I'll get a little bit more candid with the story that I have about myself. But you figure if you go from the streets to working a decent job, getting into medical stuff, and then transitioning to art and a professional artist, hey, then that's that's change. It's all about change. Yes, discipline definitely phases. Absolutely. Discipline is the key. You have to discipline them from 2 years old on out, and it's not always about spanking. I think people think when you say discipline, you think that it's all about spanking and whooping them and pulling out a belt. That's not necessarily what discipline is all about. When there's certain ages, as a father, I understand that there are things that they can only comprehend in their small brain as different ages. So some things they may only understand a spank on the hand. And then as it progresses, you might have to tap them on the bottom. As it progresses, you may be able to start talking to them about what they are doing and taking something away, such as a toy or something like that. So discipline comes in sorts of and all sorts of things. And um, we just need to, stay on these kids' butts and not give up on them again, because we just don't want these streets and all these weirdos to get a hold to them. Definitely. Would you say abandoned boys kids have no respect, nor nowadays they beat their parents? That's true. And a lot of the parents are scared of their children, and I've never heard of such. Hey, Robin, they definitely need discipline. Absolutely. I can't see anybody being scared of their own children. It's crazy. I don't deal with disrespectful kids. Would you say, Melanie? And I deal with their parents. However, I have noticed that some of the parents will make excuses as why their children are. I've heard that a lot. And I've also heard people making excuses saying that they used to be like the kid. So is that something to brag about? And I thought we wanted our kids to be better than what we were. So why would we always say, excuse me, why would you say that the kid, you're making excuses for your child when you already know your child? That's a crock. I don't agree with that at all. Hey, Queen Bee. Yeah, I totally I don't agree with that, but that's the way it is sometimes. Unfortunately, um, kids, they're stuck in social media. Um, We have the bullying, just so many different things that kids are doing now that it just weren't things that I was doing back when I was 12, 13 years old, teenager. Just crazy. Thanks, Queen Bee. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate that. Thank you. Absolutely. So, what's going on in everybody else's world? Is everybody staying healthy? Are you still practicing social distancing? Is it bothering you? It's bothering me a little bit because I'm a social person, and honestly, and I'm a people person. So, when everybody thinks you're sick or contagious that you encounter, it's weird because I'm not. But of course, they don't know that, so it's just strange. Everybody's walking around with masks on, and it seems like I'm in China. I'm just being honest, and I don't know if I can get used to it. Although I'm practicing social distancing, keeping my hands clean as I always did. I don't touch nose, face, mouth, eyes. Not doing any of that stuff, and I'm staying home for the most part when I'm not working. So, just this is crazy. It's crazy. Okay, Queen Bee. Cool. You have a great evening. Thanks for stopping by. We're just talking about what I did start talking about was the violence in Indiana, Indianapolis, and the youth that have been doing really a lot of the crime here in Indianapolis. So yeah, but I appreciate you stopping by anyway. Thank you. Sounds good, George. Make that money, man. Make that money. DoorDash. Get that paper, and don't forget to start that podcast soon, man. We're gonna have to get you set up and get you together. Absolutely. What you say, phases? Spanking, there are different forms that are impactful. Right. All right. It's not always about spanking. That's true. That's what I was saying. It's not always about spanking. Although that worked for me, it doesn't always work for everybody else. That's right. Stay on that grind, man. It's gonna pay off. Abandoned boy said he's waiting on his food, George. LOL. He said you're taking too long. He said he changed his mind. He doesn't want it now. Oh wow, cool. But again, I just hope everybody's staying, just staying healthy. Hope everybody's family's cool. You're not choking each other out at home. Your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, um, and we'll be out of the quarantine thing soon, and we'll be able to get back out and enjoy some things with each other, and go to a bar here every now and then, maybe. Um, it'll be some things to do, definitely, definitely. So everybody, just stay patient and stay prayed up, and we're going to get through this together. I just kind of wanted to touch bases with you all tonight and see what was going on Sunday, and see how everybody's weekend is or was rather. Um, I keep speaking on the violence and stuff like that, and it's again we're all going through the same thing right now, and that's the COVID-19 crisis. So it just seems like if everybody could just be more relaxing and be more patient, that we'll get through this. I'm going. Would you say, Melanie? I'm going crazy. I don't like being told I should stay home. That is a reason I try to follow laws so that I can have my freedom, and I believe in freedoms. This is strange to me. It's like a movie. Um, so I don't know. I'm dealing with this the best way I can. I'm a homebody, so this is kind of routine for me. When I work, I go home, and definitely on the weekdays, and even on the weekends, unless I have the kids or something like that. So, um, going home and doing things at home doesn't bother me. I just would like to get out and do stuff when I feel like it, not somebody telling me you can stay, or you need to stay home or something like that. So that is it's bothering me to an extent, but I'm dealing with it. I'm ready to get back to work. I was put back off work again for another 2 weeks, so it'll be almost 2 months pretty much that I've been off work. But again, I'm not complaining. I'm getting paid. It's like a long vacation. So excuse me, I'm gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this, and eventually, hopefully, we'll get back to some normancy. Is what I'm hoping for. So yeah. Yeah, everybody make sure you check Phases, the next level out. She's a great lady, great host, show host. We've done a few shows together. We're going to be coming in maybe once a week and doing different topics and stuff like that. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe to her. And I really appreciate that. She'd appreciate it as well. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll be back to talk to you soon. I'm waiting on a iPhone 7 case from Amazon. I did order one. Red case. I think it's fully enclosed. So when I get it, I'm going to do the unboxing. And then I was thinking, I do order things from Wish occasionally. So when I start ordering some stuff from Wish, I'm going to show you what I'm ordering, and we're just going to do a small tutorial on certain things like that. But again, this is lifestyle, so being lifestyles, we could talk or do anything. It's not just going to be one topic. It's going to be several things that we'll talk about, so be on the lookout. I do apologize, I didn't get the cooking video out today as I said I would. But I will be doing that this week. So just be on the lookout for the cooking video, and different videos and tutorials about different things. And again, more talk. I love talking. So anytime I hear something that I feel like my people out there in lifestyles world need to talk about, need to hear, then I'm definitely gonna inform you on that. So just be on the lookout for new topics, new videos, and again, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Are you going to purchase a webcam for wider angles? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple pieces of equipment here eventually. I want a boom mic, a camera, and set up my studio a little bit better. But for now, I do have a platform. So this is where I'm at, George. Sorry. Still staying home, just trying to be safe, social distancing for sure. It's crazy, but not sure if we'll ever go back to normal. Phases, I agree. I think that, again, my opinion, I just think that this is a new part of the new world order. And I believe that this was put into our society again, like when 9/11 happened, the world changed again. And this is the second time, hey, Holly, that the world will change again. So, in a certain amount of years. So, these are trying times. Again, my grandma always said that we were living in our last days. So, you can look in the Bible and flip the pages, and something that we're going through will um, be in there, I'm sure. So it is what it is. I'm walking in faith. I'm thinking positive, and it is what it is. It is what it is. But no, I don't think it'll all go back to normal. But I'm praying it will to an extent. I'm thinking positive. I don't like to think something before it happens. So I'm going to say positive. It will to an extent go back to normal, but people are going to be acting weird with the social distance thing, like stay away, So yeah, that's. I guess we'll get there at some point. Thanks, Abandoned Boys. Appreciate you, man. Alpha male. All right. Like, share, and subscribe. So yeah, everybody. I'm gonna get off here. I just wanted to come in real quick and say hello. It's Sunday evening now, Sunday night, and working on doing some video. Probably tomorrow. I'll be home, so we'll come back live and see what we can come up with. But again, I appreciate you guys coming into the chat and chit chatting with me. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you. All right. And so yeah, it's I love everybody, and just be safe out there. Um, love your family, hug your family, hug your loved one. I love everybody, and I just want everybody to stay positive. We're going to get through this, okay? All right. All righty. Like, share, and subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric, and I'll be back with you with another good video. Um, and we'll be talking again soon. So we'll see you. All righty. Good night, everybody. Bye bye.